Hello and good day to all the women of excellence on this platform. I celebrate your strength, your tenacity, and your resilience at this time of crisis. We are all awesome and we deserve to be celebrated. So celebrate yourselves. And again, I want to celebrate the grace of God over the life of our Mama Yemisi Aladesua. Thank you for creating a platform like this. This platform has been very, very impactful. Yes, it has been impactful. We have all been learning from each other. We have been connecting and we have been growing in faith. And so we celebrate the grace of God over your life for the gifts of wisdom and foresight He has given to you. Again, I want to say I appreciate the privilege given to me, to facilitate this presentation on mental health awareness. Thank you so much. I do not take this for granted. My name is Bolanle Ajiboye. Presently, I work in York Region as a sexual violence trauma counselor. So what I do is to support survivors of sexual violence and trauma. So I support them through individual one-on-one counseling sessions, group counseling, and the adoption of some therapeutic modalities to help survivors to build resilience towards the stressors they're going through and towards recovery. So for the purpose of this platform, our focus is going to be on how well we are going to be coping at this time. What are the practices we can adopt to support us with our mental health, our physical health, and our emotional regulations. So at this time of COVID-19, we all know a lot has changed, a lot of differences, a lot of, challenges we are faced with. And some of us are unable to cope well. I acknowledge this, and I say to you that you are not alone. We are all in this together, and together we're going to support ourselves to learn some coping strategies that can help us to continuously thrive even in the face of crisis. So for the purpose of this presentation, we have divided it into 3 headings, and the first one is what are those challenges you as a woman you're facing. What are the challenges you are facing? Challenges like stress, anxiety, depression, intimate partner violence. Challenges like agoraphobia, claustrophobia, those challenges related to taking care of our children at this time and even working. For some of us, the challenges we're faced with is financial crisis, unemployment as a result of COVID-19, and loss of job. So we want to focus on all these challenges. We want to talk about it. We don't want to pretend we are not going through this. We want to talk about it, express ourselves and not suppress it. So that is our focal point on the first topic, what. And the second part of the topic is going to focus on so what. Now that we have been able to identify stress, anxiety, and those other, stressors, so what? How has stress impacted on you, your family, your work, and, everything around you and your daily routine? How has stress, how has anxiety impacted your emotion, your cognitive functioning, or your behavioral tendencies? As women, most of the times we forget ourselves in the service of others. We are always, taking care of the children, the husband, and everybody around us except ourselves. So this time around, we want to refocus on ourselves. We want to shift our focus to our own mental health and physical health. We want to strike a balance. And, sometimes we actually snap out. You are angry. You are overwhelmed with, emotions. Sometimes you are anxious, not just anxious for now, even for the aftermath of COVID-19. Many of us are so anxious of what is going to happen after this period. So we want to talk about all this. And the third part of the topic for presentation is, now what? If we are impacted by stress, anxiety, and all those other mental health issues, so what happens if we don't actually create an awareness around it? What happens? What can happen? Things like insomnia, which is lack of sleep. Depression can set in. Eating disorder can be another big issue at this time. Low self-esteem, anger management issue could be a very big one. So we want to look at all these. Together we're going to be doing this. You are going to send in your contributions. Just let's talk about it. Personally, how has stress affected you? We're starting with that today. How has stress affected you? And what are those challenges you are facing as a woman presently? So let's talk about that in the comment section. And then from there, we are going to pick it up. So we'll be introducing some supports related to how we can actually help our children or support our children at this time. Because our children too, they've got their own share of anxiety. So what can we do to help them cope with their own anxieties too? I have some resources I'll be sharing with us as time goes on. So we'll be taking it one day at a time, different topics related to self-care, anger management tips, and some other topics I know we can all benefit from at this time of crisis. So please let us all contribute to today's topic, which is, how has stress impacted you? And what are those things? What are those challenges, those stressors you're actually, going through presently? So let's talk about that, and then we'll take it up from there. Again, we've been able to provide a safe space for us. For some people, I believe we have questions to ask, and you may not want to ask it directly on the platform. Please feel free to send your questions directly to me or to Mama Yemisi Aladeswa. We'll be very, very pleased to address these questions, and for every one of us to learn from each other. Please send in your questions, send in your contributions, and let us roll from there. Thank you so much for watching this, and I believe it's going to be an impactful week for us all. Have a great day. Enjoy the rest of today. Thank you.